welcome back to my channel. This video is kinda late, but a year and a half ago we moved into a new place and quickly realized we missed having a bidet. After some searching, I decided to pick up the Kohler Puretide Bidet. It has over 4,000 positive 4.5 star reviews on Amazon and is priced around $100, putting it on the upper end of the budget tier bidets. As a comparison, check out my other video where I installed and reviewed the budget-friendly Bio Bidet Slim Edge, link in the top right hand corner. Packaging is simple, but well protected, and this is how I received it directly from Amazon. To my surprise, nothing was damaged while in transit. First thing you want to do is unwrap everything and get it all laid out. Everything is individually covered in plastic, so be careful cutting it open. In the middle of the seat is a package containing all the hardware needed for installation. The seat has a built-in soft close feature, which is a nice touch. It really elevates the quality of the product. The entire seat itself feels more premium compared to the Bio Bidet because the type of plastic used is considerably thicker, so everything feels more solid. The nozzle for the bidet is pre-installed with a medium flow head. This can be easily swapped by pulling it off. The handle engages smoothly, it feels nice. We'll get to this later, but the white cap on the right side, I believe, is a service door in case you get a clog and need to flush out the system. Leave this on and don't touch it. Before we get started, open the package containing all the hardware needed for install, and make sure you are not missing anything. There is an instruction manual included, and you should reference it if you need any additional information not found in my video. I suggest you watch my video once to familiarize yourself with what we will be doing. Then as you install your bidet, play and pause my video as you follow along step by step. In your package, you should have a plastic mounting trim piece, metal T-shaped splitter valve on the left, two spray nozzles, a weak 6-hole and a strong 1-hole, two sets of screws with one washer, one plastic butterfly nut, and one braided hose. This is optional, but you may need a spanner wrench for loosening, screwdriver, Teflon tape if you have leaks, and a towel to catch dripping water. Before we install the bidet, let's take a look at the underside. On the same side as the handle is a gray cap. Be careful when you unscrew it and make sure you do not lose the gray filter by accident. The hose will connect to the side. One feature on the Kohler bidet that I think is clever is the quick disconnect, which makes it easier to clean underneath. On my old Bio bidet, I had to unscrew the whole thing just to clean it. This is definitely a game changer. On the opposite side of the handle is a hidden button. Press and hold the button to release the lock, and you can slide the bidet off the mounting plate. Before we begin, turn the wall valve clockwise to turn off the water supply. Next, flush your toilet and drain the tank. I suggest removing the lid and flushing a couple extra times to make sure all the water is drained. You can put the lid back on after. The Kohler bidet comes with its own seat, so we need to remove the one on the toilet first. Pop the caps off the screw covers and grab the size screwdriver that fits and start loosening. On the underside of the C cover is usually a butterfly nut. Hold it with your hand while you remove the screw. Don't forget to remove the screw on the other side as well. Once you take your seat off, it's going to be pretty disgusting under there. Take this chance to grab some disinfectant wipes and clean what's under there. Grab the plastic mounting trim piece and make sure the opening in the center is facing towards the front of the toilet. The screw and washer will go in from the top, and the plastic wing nut will secure it from the bottom of the toilet. When placing the plastic mount trim piece down, make sure the correct side is facing upwards before you install the screw. Once the bracket is tightened down, slide the bidet into place. Line the bottom up with the bracket, then push backwards until you hear a loud click. To remove the bidet, press and hold the hidden button on the right side of the base, then pull forward. Place an old towel down to catch any water that leaks underneath the hose in the back. Unscrew the hose that is connected to the bottom of the toilet tank. It's normal for a little bit of water to drip out. Grab the T-shaped splitter valve and connect it to the bottom of the toilet tank. Be sure to point the new connection outwards so that you can easily connect the new hose later. Depending on the age of your toilet, you may need to wrap the threads clockwise with Teflon tape to prevent any leaks. This only needs to go on hand tight. Do not over tighten with a wrench or you risk damaging the threads. On the bottom of the T-shaped splitter valve, reconnect the water supply hose from the wall that you removed earlier. Depending on the age of your hose, you will need to wrap the threads clockwise with Teflon tape to prevent any leaks. This only needs to go on hand tight. Do not over tighten with a wrench. Find the new hose provided by Kohler. One end has a 90-degree bend and the other side is straight. Attach the straight side to the T-shaped splitter. Same as the other pieces, this only needs to go on hand tight. Use Teflon tape if you have a small leak. On the left side of the bidet, behind the handle is a small gray cap. Carefully remove the cap to reveal the water intake feed for the bidet. Inside is a small gray mesh filter. Be careful not to let this fall out or lose it. Grab the other end of the new hose provided by Kohler that has the 90-degree bend and connect it to the water intake feed. This only needs to go on hand tight. Do not over tighten with a wrench. It's a little tricky to connect this hose, so I suggest disconnecting the bidet from the mount, install the hose, then reconnect the bidet to the mount. Turn the wall valve counterclockwise to turn the water back on. Check all your connections for any leaks. If you do find a leak, turn the water off again immediately, flush the toilet to empty the tank, then add Teflon tape to the leaking connections where it's needed. A cool feature for this bidet is that pressing down on this handle allows you to change the angle of the spray. When you turn the bidet, the spray nozzle will engage slowly before the water shoots out. Compared to the bio bidet, The second you slightly turn the knob on, that one goes to 80% power instantly. Here's another angle to give you a better idea. When I press the handle, you can see the nozzle changes angle along with it. My wife and I have been using this bidet for a year and a half now, and it's been great so far. The only two issues I can think of are, 1. When you first turn on the bidet, it takes a second before the water starts spraying, so don't be impatient and turn the power setting higher before it actually starts spraying, otherwise you may surprise yourself. 2. Depending on how you sit and angle of the sprayer, sometimes the water will splash outwards and get onto the toilet lid or wall. We are both kind of short, so that might be the reason why. I hope this video makes it easy for you to install your Kohler Puretide Bidet. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section and I'll get back to you when I have a chance. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.